Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel, Tony's LPs Are Us. I'm Tony. Hope everybody's doing well. I have a quick announcement. I think I talked about this early in my channel's life, maybe a year and a half ago or so. But I want to go over it again because I just played the record in question, and I want to talk about it again. But before I do so, I want to say I'm thinking about all you guys that live down south, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, that were devastated by these tornadoes, flooding, the big hurricane that we just got, Milton, the one before that, Helene. Um, and I've seen some videos online where people's record collections were just devastated, in tubs of water. They're trying to salvage the vinyl. The record sleeves are damaged beyond compare. They're not going to dry out. Salt water, fresh water, doesn't matter. So I'm thinking about you guys. I just hope that the main thing is that your families are safe, that your animals are safe, and that you get back to a place where you feel safe again and everything works out. So, you know, I just couldn't imagine if my record collection got completely washed out. I've had pipes break or water heaters break where some records got wet on the bottom of the shelf, and that hurt me. And I still have those records where they're sticking. The gatefold is stuck, but not anything like what has happened down south USA. So I know all of us in the vinyl community can just imagine and hope that you're able to rebuild this collection. Eventually you will. So, and I want to thank everyone for watching and all the subs. But this is about this record, Floyd The Wall, 1979, probably 20 times platinum. Who knows? Here's the inner. There's the spine, a little bit of yellowing. Now, I believe this is a first U.S. press. It has TML M, TML X on the dead waxes, which is the mastering lab, Doug Sax's original, the late Doug Sax, the mastering lab. So I believe the dead wax indicates it's a first press. Also, the inner sleeve have on it controversial 1979 Pink Floyd music, all lyrics by Roger Waters, all songs 1979 Pink Floyd Music Publishing, yada yada yada, as they say in Seinfeld. So I believe this is a first press. My gatefold has all music by Waters, but it also has a few of the band members that contributed to songs like Gilmore, and that's on here as well. But that's on this, on the inner gatefold, if you could see that there. Now, I believe the UK is the same as the inner sleeve. I think the first press of the UK, which is supposed to sound magnificent. I don't have one. The first press of this sounds magnificent. Better than the half-speed master that Columbia put out. Those were not good. I got rid of my Wish You Were Here. I talked about that. So I believe it's the first press, but either way, first press, second press, sounded great. But if you remember, I talked about this, and I'm cleaning my records, and I'm cleaning this record in specifically, and I go to take it off my VPI cleaner, and it just happens to slip out of my hand. Like, I don't know how I lost consciousness in my concentration. Just for you people out there, these records are delicate. Whatever you do, you could be carrying them from room to room out of the sleeve, and you can nick it on a wall, you can nick it on a door, and I've done that. And I've got a lot of records. Have had records for 50 years or more. So it is possible. So concentration is of the utmost importance, especially when you're putting that record on your table and you're putting that tone arm down. Make sure that you're in good positioning. Make sure that you're getting the edge of the record, because you could also miss the edge of the record and you could damage your stylus. And a lot of cartridges, if you damage the stylus, that's a retip. You just don't put in a new needle. You have to get a retip, and that's expensive in it, and it varies depending on what materials you're going to use, who's doing it, and what the cartridge was. But anyway, I'm putting this on my VPI, which I've done 10,000 times. Record slips out of my hands, and I watch it roll right around the bottom of the room. It actually falls, bounces, rolls, and then it comes, hits like a wall or a corner of my desk. And obviously, it's not coming out unscathed. So I have a long scratch. I don't know if you could see that there, but trust me, right there, that it just, and I was just devastated. When I was cleaning these records, I was cleaning common records, stuff I bought at yard sale. So I usually clean a batch, 6 or 7 at a time to listen. And this is the prized possession, and that's the one that I dropped. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up again is just to let you know that you do have to pay attention, to take nothing for granted. I've done it. I've at least damaged 3 styluses on 3 different cartridges at 3 different times. So it's possible, and you just lose concentration for a second. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about this is I went to play this, and I kind of forgot. I knew it was there, but click, click, click. So I've got another click in the wall. And, like I said, I can't see it on this. Maybe you can. I'll try to show it again. It was side 3, right? Yeah, right there. So let me see. Right? Yeah, so you probably can't see it, but it's there, and it's click, click, click. So just be careful. It just slipped out of my hand. It rolled around, and it had to just roll. I've dropped records before where they'll just lay flat. The vinyl gods are with us, and they drop flat, and there's no damage, And like I said, it could have been any other record that day. I've got records that I have 4 or 5 copies of that. Just picked them up at a yard sale, cleaning them. This one, though, was the prized possession, I believe, or very early or first U.S. press. And like I said, it's devastating for me. So just be careful. Just want to put it out there. And again, hope everyone's doing well, especially the people down south of the USA. Hope you get everything back together, and I'm glad that this thing is over and everyone is safe. Thanks a lot for all the subs. Keep rocking, and I know I'm going to get people commenting and saying, you know what, I've done the same thing. So especially with there's no reason for it to happen, but it happens, and there's no excuse. You can't blame anyone but yourself. It's not like you can blame the cleaning lady or my dog ate it or none of that. So it's my own fault. I learn from it. I try to be careful. When I approach my turntable, I try to just mentally say to myself, careful, be careful, utmost careful, especially if you're entertaining people and you're showing off your system and you're playing cuts. It's possible. Like I said, I did damage at least 3 cartridges, and it was all my fault. And this was my fault. So just be careful. Just want to throw it out there. Thanks again for all the subs, and please like and comment as you see fit. So once again, another click in the wall. Take care. Thanks again. Tony's LPs and us. Shout out to you guys, and stay safe. Thank you.